Good Friday, everybody. Yeah, it's Friday early. You can tell your boss this will be an extra long weekend because obviously I'm streaming, and when I'm streaming it's the start of the weekend. That's officially a rule. Anyway, today our purpose is to get these belts, all 3 underground belt woven monstrosity spaceship stuff without the green ones because we haven't unlocked those yet. It's our purpose to fill those up with artillery shells, and I think about 10,000 shells should fit on this belt. That is the idea. We gotta produce 10,000 artillery shells. That's today's goal. In the last stream we already developed the blueprint, and I did fine-tune it a little, so we already have the design going. It's quite sizable for just making some artillery shells. We've got this entire coal liquefaction, advanced this time, advanced coal liquefaction to oil to petroleum gas loop, together with neutralizing acid and condensing it into water to get the water for the explosives and the sulfur. The explosives together with radars, which are made from iron and copper from lava. It looks like I have to connect my mouse because it's absolutely going all over the place. That is the second ingredient. The third ingredient is gonna be a tungsten plates, which are gonna come in from over here. And then the fourth and final ingredient. What is the final ingredient? There's 4 ingredients. Right, calcite, of course. That will just draw from a belt down here. Yeah, we got 4... sorry about that. 4 silos for the shells. This way it will still take about 2 hours of continuous launching at maximum speed without the silo doors closing to launch all shells on board. So yeah, just with 1 silo it would take over 8 hours of continuous launches. It's that bad. I did look into making artillery shells in space, but the amount of launches you save with that does not really weigh up against the added infrastructure and size requirements you would have to put on the ship. It would become a lot more complex. Now it's fairly simple. Laser block on the front, nuclear reactor in the middle, and then belt storage in the back, and that's basically all there is to it. And then we got the tried and tested fuel system over here to make all the fuel. The only weird thing about this ship is we don't have any pumps. These are not pumps. This is not how pumps work in Factorio. So the speed control of the ship is determined by whatever type of modules are in these beacons. That is our speed control. So no wire conditions on pumps or thrusters or whatever. But for the rest it's a very simple ship. Alright. So I did want to complete this last Friday, or last Sunday, I mean. But power ran out. Today I'm on hookup power, so we will get to complete this no matter what. And on Sunday stream is going to be the Great Gleba invasion. That means there probably will not be a stream on Friday or Saturday this week. So it's Wednesday is the new Friday, so to say. Are you counting on ever needing to make more shells? No. I don't think so. I got a method for Gleba to get Glebin. Let's not get ahead of ourselves too much. Yeah, I got a witch comment with even longer sequence of quadruple belt weaving. I think I upgraded the blueprint book after the video with the longest new one. But correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you, Swiplet. Cannot wait for the 1/1000 science run. I actually had that idea for for an April Fool's video, but I just didn't have the time to make it next to the original series. But who knows, this series might still be going on upcoming April, so we might get a second shot at that. Right, I think we are just gonna get going. Right, let's load. I got a notepad of with some things I should do before starting. First thing we need to do is switch technology. We are already running at max power here when both yellow and purple signs are running. It doesn't look like it, but they are both running, which means all machinery on the planet is working, which means we're at max power. So I'm not gonna have the power to do artillery shells at the same time. So the simple solution is just put mining productivity there. That is 1 million of purple signs, but not the orange signs pack. So orange signs will stop producing. But then I want to get nuclear fuel reprocessing probably first, because on Novi's we're gonna have to, where's our plant? Over here. Activate this recipe. Preferably before this chest fills up. These worms are pretty loud. Can behave a little bit, I would say. Anyway, they still have behaved pretty well. Our plant is still running despite the active biters, which are not walled off right next to it everywhere. Pollution does seem to be limited to the chunk where the machinery is in, so that is good. Alright, there's another group down here. Right, so, but then if we're looking at Novi's anyway, there's one tech I really want to get before we get to Gleba. And that one costs 200,000 yellow signs. I think we already have enough, to be honest. Signs. Okay, over 10 hours we produce 540 yellow signs a minute. We need, basically, I want to get the portable fission reactor since we got the fuel cells and everything going. Gleba doesn't have good solar power. And we're going to use our bots a lot, I think, from the personal armor. So I really want to get the fission reactor in there as well. 134,000 science packs and it costs 200,000. And we were producing how much? 540. How do you calculate that? So first of all, we got 140,000 science packs, and those are worth 160,000. Okay, we have enough. That's 160,000 science packs worth of research. I believe then if we have a live production of 540 signs a minute as well. So maybe this is a bit convoluted, but I think this should work. Multiplied by 1800, because that's the amount of science packs we are consuming from the other science packs, and then divided by 1800 minus 540. I think that'll work. Okay, I think that means we can get 225k signs in total, approximately. So I already would have enough to slot this in at the front, actually. I think we'll quickly get nuclear fuel reprocessing. It's only 50,000 purple science packs, so it's not that much in the grand scheme of things. Only 20 minutes. Alright. I think these chests are full. Those are like backups. I think we should try to keep production going at all times, because if we have some science launching still, we have calcite launching still from over here, and we're going to be launching 4 rockets at maximum speed, and I only make 230 rocket fuel a minute, which should be enough to keep all of these going and that one. but not the 4 extra silos, so it's probably a good choice to start setting aside more of these resources while we can, perhaps even import some from Novis. Alright, so let's not waste the time. Just change the text and get going. Nuclear fuel, reprocessing, then the fission reactor, come on mouse. And then mining productivity, at least attack which does not use both of the Vulcanus science packs which we are producing here. And then fast inserter as the last one. And I think then the first thing we'll do is start collecting more of these things. All right. That should be good. That should all switch on then. I think, yeah, we got that from Jot Mangle in the comment. And the new blueprint book. It's on Discord. Hey, thanks Chris for the 2 months. Keep up the content. Yeah, I'm trying. The episodes seem to get longer and longer. Which might sound good, but it means I'm having a hard time finishing them in time now. So I am going to keep the beacons in here. The extra beacons. If we stop producing one science pack, power should be good as soon as one of the 2 science packs stop producing, which means we can afford the extra beacons, which means I need a bunch more efficiency modules. We've got like 83 in there. I've got only 15. I think there's a 5. I could just import those from Novis, but let's make them here. We got plenty of those. Something like that. We are almost out of these now. Let's make more productivities. All right. One other thing I wanted to do is, this is gonna stop the orange science packs, which means we're gonna be consuming way less tungsten. Only the tungsten for artillery shells really, which we're gonna leech off of here. And that probably means I want to prioritize this belt as hard as I possibly can. I need to connect my mouse. This is not working. There is the keyboard. We took it. One second while I noobishly mess around with cables. Alright. Reaction. Nice. So what I want to do then is basically prioritize this belt throughout the entire splitter. We already did it like 2 levels deep, but we can do it 1 more level, I think. So this splitter, the right side, we input priority this one. This goes in here. And then we input priority this. This one then goes to this one, as well as this one. And then if we do the same for the other lane, input priority this belt goes to here. And then the other belt goes to here. Alright, so now we're saying this belt should be prioritized in any lane. At least I hope so. We'll see if that keeps flowing or not. Alright, so that's gonna make probably all the efficiency modules we need. I think I'm just gonna spend the rest of those on more productivities. I think we might need those for rocket fuel, perhaps. Right. I think then we're ready to build it, really. The only thing we don't have yet is these modules. We need how many? 83? I guess we're just waiting for those. Alright, I already cut the trees off cam. So this will just fit. Let's do this in 3 parts. Alright, we're ready to control Z build. I cannot connect it because then my control Z building will no longer work. I can maybe make the interface normal again, since we are streaming in 1080p today. All this doesn't need to be so big this time. The splitter contraption. This is just a belt balancer, but since this belt has quality tungsten, we want to prioritize this one so it keeps flowing, because we're using that to make the quality. Okay, we already got the ones. We need 1200 quality tungsten for the 20 artillery turrets we're planning. Of course, we need some more later for fusion reactors and whatnot, so we'll just keep it going. Alright. Did I save? Nope. Here we go. I think the fast inserter will get researched by accident, probably. Because I keep it in the queue. I just keep putting new tags in there, but at some point I'll probably miss that. It's already partially researched because of that very reason. Alright, the bot's taking their time. Okay, that should be that. Part 2. Hey, Parley Charker. Thanks for the 3 months here, as well as your support on Patreon over time. Thanks a bunch. You have a very memorable username. Right? And part 3 with the rocket silos, except we don't have the silos. The modules for the beacons should be ready though, so let's quickly pick those up. We cannot change any recipe on here, because then Control Z won't work anymore. Okay, let's swoop by. Lovely. Alright, so now we're just missing the rocket silos. That actually means I need to make concrete. I don't think I have concrete left, but we do have stone bricks. 2k could become 6k concrete, which is enough. We also need 1 rocket silo to bring to Gleba, or at least the components of it. Alright, so concrete needs water and bricks and molten iron or iron ore. Better molten iron. So let's see if we can just jumpstart water and molten iron at least. We're gonna need some calcite and bricks for that. Alright. Calcite. Bricks. 2k. Might need some more chests as well. Alright, so I guess so we need water, so sulfuric acid and calcite. We got calcite, we just need to connect. I think that will fit. Connect sulfuric acid. Alright. There we got our steam. And there we got our water. Guess cool liquefaction also likes steam, but we don't need to worry about that just yet. For now we just need water to start off concrete. So this should fill up a bit. We got molten iron right here, so 4 foundries. We got 4 uncommon foundries it is. Just a temporary addition. That makes 7.8 concrete a second. That's like 5 of those. I think 4. Let's do 4 because then we have space for a power line. And some chests like this. 2, 3, 4. Bricks. Water. Now we just need molten iron. The rest of the bricks 2.6 per second. All right. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 500 per plant. That sounds good. That does not connect. Automation. Ish. Alright, then we just need lava. Lava is the pipe that goes up. Sure. Okay, that's lava. And I guess we just need to throw some calcite in the iron. If I don't throw calcite in the copper, that means circuits will not get made, which means radars will not get made. Which means all of the iron should eventually go to concrete. Alright. Molten iron. And we've got concrete. Alright, that should be 6,000 concrete. The rest of the stuff for the silo we should have on the planet. Why not quality silos? They are too expensive for what they do. We just need to pick up 4K steel. Okay, that's nice. 4K concrete. We brought the electric engines. And some extra even. And then it's just blue chips and pipes. Oh, blue chips. That's actually not great. Okay, we're eating them still. Alright, rocket fuel is 230 a minute. Let's see what is the bottleneck in rocket part production. Processing unit is 234. It would be 242 if it was producing all the time. I don't know why it was not producing all the time. Okay, maybe that's the reason. Alright, yeah, so we're really on the limit of power. I don't even know what is doing that. I guess it should slow down now because science production is slowing down. I think it's only just, yeah, it's just right now slowing down. So power usage should start to go down right now. Right soon. Sure. Blue chips. And then 4K concrete. Oh, the concrete is already done. 6,000. I guess we can just leave it in place. It's not in the way. And we might want to make more concrete in the future. Except we don't have more stone bricks. We do have a lot more regular stone though. We should have some furnaces somewhere. Alright, I guess we better use some efficiency modules then. If we can spare them. I think we should be able to spare these. It's a bit overkill, but... Alright. I don't even need them right now. Let's make rocket silos. For the moment we need 4. I'm not gonna roll for quality. I want all 4 of them to be the same. Alright, that should be 4 rocket silos worth. Think about editing, Mike. Just control click and click out. And the last one. Exactly empty. Nice. Okay, I guess we don't need more calcite then to start up stuff by hand. Okay. And that's the silos build as well. Which means I think we can just start making the rockets. We are missing one module. Okay, we still did have some in here. Just a little bit of extra stone for an eventual next concrete batch. Alright. That should make another 6k concrete for sure, if we need it. Right, power. Still up to the gigawatt. Okay, the drills start to be... They start to deactivate now. It's mostly backed up. There is nuclear fuel reprocessing, which means this recipe should now enable. And we are reprocessing our depleted fuel cells before the chest filled up. So at least we're doing that right. Now we just gotta hope that I wired all this correctly, so that we are prioritizing the uranium which comes from over here. Okay, we are definitely outspeeding consumption here. We started with 50 cells per chest. Got like a couple hundred now. So this small setup here is doing the work. So power should go down. Okay, power is going down finally. I guess a bunch of the power is just beacons. So what do we do now? We switch everything on, I think. Let's first switch on rockets here. So it doesn't really matter on what belt I put the rocket fuel, because I put that safety mechanic in there. I guess I can put it up here. Rocket fuel needs to go on that side. This is my favorite splitter, the noob splitter. If somebody uses this mechanic, you know it's a noob. What does it say about me? I don't know. Anyway, the rocket production is a go. Alright, and we're producing quite fast. We should be able to produce rockets faster than we can launch them. That's the idea of all the beacons. 1.93 rocket parts a second is more than 1.86 or so, which you need to launch non-stop at the fastest pace possible. Right, then I guess it's time to also switch on the rest of this, which means we probably need to do a bunch of spaghetti. Let's start with the annoying part. Oil. You know, I think I can be a bit sneaky about it. That does not reach, but it would reach if we do this. Let's disconnect it. Sulfuric acid is free on this planet. Heavy oil. How do I get that out of there? Like this, I think. There we go, heavy oil. Flip it around. Okay, this is all... I think that is all good. Just need a little bit of oil in here. This is the crappiest mechanic. Ah, that was the wrong way. Let's put a little bit more. I think we already have enough though. Alright. Then we put it in the same pipe. And that should put at least the oil in here, if we flip this pump perhaps. Alright, we don't have a full 2 recipes in here, but I think we should be good due to the instant transmission kind of thing. Alright, back to sulfuric acid you go. Then we just need coal and calcite on a belt instead of just hand fed. I first want to look How is this doing? Okay, this is full again. Okay, these are not full. Rocket fuel is the most limiting component, but I think it's also the easiest to speed up production of. But as long as we don't have that going yet, let's keep stocking it up. We're gonna just feed it in somewhere over here, I guess, with priority on the belts that are coming in. Purple signs are still being launched every now and then, as well as calcite. So we're gonna have 7 rocket launches or 7 silos working at the same time. And all of them can launch rockets continuously, so that is not great. Alright, so we get coal in here and calcite, that's the plan. Calcite can just come from here. We don't really need to do anything fancy, let's just do it the stupid way as well. And then sure, we can have red belt until this point. Cannot have that stupid corner and here the plastic belt is in the way to make that go straight. So what if we do this instead? And one for coal, which will come in here. And then some decorative belts, so it looks less dumb. And now we go collect some coal from somewhere. Does that connect all? Looks like that connects all. I think it should, yeah, down here. I want to draw from all belts if I can. At least from 2 belts. Let's take the 2 center belts. Alright. Quality coal passing by. Let's check if the... Okay, nothing is moving right now since we are not eating any of these. But this should move once we start it all up. And the rest should probably not move or only help out when this belt cannot supply everything. That should be coal liquefaction then. And that should be sulfur, and that should be explosives as well. I think that's the entire thing. Coal, sulfur, yeah, that will be all. And calcite goes here. So now we'll have calcite in the copper as well. Okay, I think this is another save point. Because that's gonna start making raiders. Yeah, there we go. Those go up on the belt over here. Calcite is there already, so 2 components. Here we got coal liquefaction going. The pump is flipped, so these should get water as well. We should be getting sulfur and explosives. That's 3 out of the 4 components done. So, how is the stream quality? Is it alright, or is something going on? I should have good connection, so I upped it to 1080 again. I see at least T-Rex saying something about it. Seems alright. Seems good. Alright. Then we are almost making artillery shells. Bitrate is kinda low. That's not gonna be great once we go back to Novice. I don't think I can dynamically change the bitrate midstream. I can try to up it a little bit. Alright, I changed it to more, but no, it's stuck at the same. It doesn't dynamically change midstream apparently. Just don't equip the running armor. Alright, I'll try to minimize that. Only thing we need to do then is get those tungsten plates in here. From somewhere over here. Sure. Yeah, alright. Looks like those blue underground belts are coming in handy all the time. So we changed to yellow belt here. For no reason. Okay, that goes exactly next to the chests. Alright, it looks like the splitter is working-ish. I think that is a side loading problem. We can solve that by doing this without the fish then. I guess 2 red belts just don't fit on 1 blue belt, that's the real problem. Let's stop trying to solve it. And miss the moment of creation of the first artillery shells. Alright, we got the save with the artillery shells. 433 hours flat. This should last about 2 hours to produce the full 10,000. So we got 2 hours of preparation time before we embark on our journey to Gleba. That is the plan. Here we go. And this should produce fast enough to keep up with the rocket launches. This is a very professional inserter system, as you can see. Why don't these guys alternate? Do I need to put a belt for that? No. It just puts it on the right side, so this guy gets dibs, I suppose. Okay, 10, 10, 10. 9, 10. Alright, so 10 shells per launch. We got 1,000 launches to go. I'm gonna wait a little bit until production backs up, I think. So we can have nice symbol launches. Yeah, power is good now. We're running purple signs, but not EM signs anymore. So purple signs is up and EM signs is out, since we are not consuming it. We might stop consuming purple signs soon as well, since we are researching the yellow tag of the fission reactor. That is one thing we want. It will take 1 hour and 20 minutes, so it will be done before all the shells are on board. This has stopped. I think it's time to launch. This is going to be glorious. Alright, let's enable the request from Vulcanus. This should go entirely. Alright, we should have automated launches now of artillery shells for the next 2 hours. 250 launches per silo. Okay, I think the inserters are doing a fast enough job with filling the rockets. There's only 10 pieces per rocket. So we got a buffer of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus all the hands from the inserters will be holding artillery shells. The question is, does this thing stop before the next rocket? Let's watch the animation. Okay, not in that moment. I hope this is fast enough. Isn't it more efficient to launch all the parts and assemble the artillery on Gleba? I'm not sure about on Gleba. It would be more resource efficient to assemble it in space, but it would be not complexity efficient in my opinion. This is the easiest way to do it, especially since each of these shells... Oh, oops. Each of these shells take 14 ingredients. And on our ship we are just putting them on a belt for storage. So that's going to be 10,000 artillery shells. At some point they should arrive somewhere on these belts. A couple ones are coming here on the red one. Yeah, they're just there, zigzagging along. Right, the first ones have arrived at the back of the belt. These will put them back on the ship again once we need to send them down to Gleba. But for now we want to just get the belt filled with artillery shells. We've got 200 on the belt right now, 196. I don't know where the other 4 are. I think, okay, the other 4 are stuck in this inserter. I cannot have that. That is wrong. Can I still fix that though? Alright, 280, that's a multiple of 40, so we should be good. Just zigzags a little bit because this one belt and the splitters themselves are not counted in the total. 320, alright, that's looking good. We need to launch back the speed modules on the ship as well. Okay, that was what I was thinking. We are definitely not producing enough blue chips or low density structures or rocket fuel to keep up with this many launches. So that's where our buffer chests are gonna come in. I guess if we put low density structures on the belt as such, and blue chips as such, then the main belt will still be prioritized. I guess 2 should be enough, and then rocket fuel maybe 4. We got 8 chests of rocket fuel already. We got a bit more of this as well. Alright, blue chips are already... Oh god. There goes the synchronous launches. Let's hurry up. There goes the running armor. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna throw a stack in there. Before we lose the synchronous launches. Right, this should be blue chips. And this should be low densities. This should be rocket fuel. Let's do a little bit more hauling with the running armor. Okay, I'm so fast I just run straight past it. Alright, that one should be disabled. Okay, rocket fuel is still alright. Oh. That is the wrong chest. The deficit was quite big though. I think we're going to have to import a couple more chips from Novice to actually make up for the difference in production and consumption now that we got this temporary boost going. So this should probably not be filling up anymore. Alright, so we got 8k low densities, 7k blue chips, 7.6k rocket fuel. Of those things, blue chips are the most efficient to launch, 300 per rocket, 200 per rocket, and rocket fuel is quite horrible at 100 per rocket. I think we have the power space now, so we might be able to temporarily upgrade these to Mark III assemblers with productivity modules. So we can squeeze a little bit more rocket fuel out of this setup than the 210 or so we are doing. It's gonna be 48 assemblers. We need then like 200 modules though. Do I have those? I do. I am missing 2 assemblers. Alright, let's switch out of the running armor again to reduce the pixelation. Ah, okay, I got more in here. Right. So we don't need to make him. All right. Let's first see if artillery shell production actually is on a 2-hour course. Looks like we're doing about 89 a minute. We need 10,000. So that should be 112 minutes. Which does mean indeed hour 435 and we should be done. If it keeps going at full speed all the time, which is a big if. Yeah, we're not using too much tungsten at all. I guess we're using it in bursts, so sometimes this belt helps out still. Oh well. Do we have a ship at Norvis? We do. Alright, this one has just arrived. This one is almost ready. Let's also get 3,000 blue chips on board and 3,000 low densities. Wait, we actually have a problem. Something is wrong with plastic. Thing is, because both ships are here, I think the plastic chests are completely empty here. They are. So we just don't have enough plastics to fill our rocket. It's fine. It should not be a problem. We got 4 continuous belts going in. But do we? These are not fast enough. I'll see how it goes. Maybe that stabilizes over time. I guess we need to keep an eye on it. Okay, 240. 270. I think I'm also completely out of blue chips in general on the planet, so maybe I'll just bring over a couple more. We're also not producing them as hard as low density, so they'll run out first. That's before the ship flies off. Let's just do 6k blue chips. And we'll try to solve rocket fuel over here. This thing eats up 0.8 solid fuel a second. This produces 1.6, so that is exactly matched 2 assemblers per chemical plant. So the question now is, what if this thing has productivity modules? Okay, even with 4 normal productivity modules, it still eats up 1 fuel a second. It spits out 0.13 rocket fuel. What if we do more? Okay, that's an exact match. Eats up 0.8 rocket solid fuel a second. Spits out 0.08 rocket fuel a second. This one eats the same but spits out 0.1 rocket fuel a second. I think we got that is at least a 20% productivity boost. It should be more. It should be a 36% productivity boost. But that means this thing is also able to keep up with 2 of those. One minor issue is this consumes kilowatts and this consumes megawatts. So, but that is like 50 megawatts or so. And as long as the other science pack isn't running, we can afford that. Temporary upgrade. I should remember to revert that after artillery shells are done. I guess they will disable anyway. But we were doing 210 rocket fuel a second, I think. Yeah, 210. So let's see where that goes to. We should guess the productivity bonus kicks in waves now, so we'll see how it goes. I cannot do output priority because I will starve the calcite launches. We still have rocket fuel here. This would be a perfect circuit. I cannot hook up splitters to the circuit network just yet. I didn't upgrade, but that probably would be a good case. Oh yeah, it does seem we're eating up blue chips a lot faster than low density, so that is good. Is this thing on the way yet? Alright, I'm just gonna send it. I think the other ship is getting priority over the plastics for some reason. Alright. This is gonna wait until plastic is full, I think. So in a couple minutes we should have some extra blue chips and low density structures to keep these going. And I think then it's about time to maybe start working on a shopping list for Gleba. Like things which we definitely don't want to forget. Question is, do I do that here? I think I need to go back to Norvis to do that. As there I've got all my stuff. Yeah, Gleba on Sunday is the goal. Today is preparation day. We need 2 hours to load the ship with Fuel. We want the portable fission reactors for in the armor, because the solar panels won't work very well on Gleba. They work 8 times better on Vulcanus compared to Gleba. Why not make LDS on Vulcanus? I am making LDS on Vulcanus, just not fast enough, because this is an extra temporary project, which I kind of underestimated the size of. And I thought about making artillery shells to invade Gleba. It's a one-time craft, but it has turned out to be quite sizable, and it has 4 of its own rocket silos to bring the total launch time down to 2 hours. I don't know, we might not need 10,000 artillery shells, but it just sounds like a good number. It's over 9,000 after all. So it has to be good. Okay, we're just observing a little bit to see what's going on. Is our ship? Our ship is on the way. We can delete these requests again. And I can request those to... Okay, that is not going to go well. These are all full, so that should be alright. Oh, there's a demolisher somewhere. That must be Small Jimmy. There we go. Alright, my chests are here. My chests are here. Let's remember that. Oh, that could have gone bad, but that looks okay. Okay, once we bring this over, I think we probably should get away with it. I guess this one will be the most active. Alright, 11k blue chips, 10k LDSs, but we're producing those faster. Rocket fuel 6k. Let's see what rocket fuel production is up to. It was 210. And now it's about 280. I guess we can know what it technically should be. It should be 285. Kinda looks like 285. Okay, 285 is still less than... Guess this is done as well. It's still less than we are consuming, but science packs are no longer being launched up. Both ships have science packs on board. I guess purple science will resume again. Let's eat this. We are prioritizing the shells. All right. That's all we got. Of course. Life sucks. Yeah, it's Wednesday stream. Only 250,000 rocket. Don't say it like that. That sounds very bad. You will need Coverex for rare portable fission reactors. I don't think so. It's just 4 fuel cells. That's like literally 0.4 shiny green rocks. I need 4 of them. So I will need 2 shiny, rare shiny rocks to get the fission reactors, I think. We don't need the Coverex. I literally have like stashes of uranium, including 75 rare ones. I think the uranium patch is fully mined up at this point, 1.2 million. It is no longer active. So we can just make those. We don't need to wait for Coverex or whatever. Alright, 11k, 10k, 6k. Rocket fuel is worrying, but it is now by far the fastest resource. So we should be okay. I think we should just go to Novis and prepare for Gleba. We can make a shopping list for Gleba and maybe we'll send some stuff up from here. So now it's just a waiting game, 1.5 hours until all launches are complete. Alright. We need to go to Novis anyway for the portable fission reactors. So let's grab ourselves one of these. Gleba shopping list. First of all, four rare portable fission reactors for my armor. Alright, that's not the most important part. Are there boxes near the platforms filled with chips? No, it's just an optical illusion. I guess there are a couple hundred in here. I have 1 stack per chest to make it look like something. It used to be the old supply line, but now it's just a dead-end underground belt. I guess we, in times of dire need, like getting stranded on a planet, I would take him, but if not, we'll just let it be. Okay, this one's on the way to Vulcanus. This one's on the way to Novice. Alright, that is how I want them flying. Like, simultaneously-ish. So we got the 80k plastics on board. That is good. I want to bring some rare mining drills to Novice, but how many? I just need to mine stone. Don't know how many I'll need. Maybe 40. I need to send them down from this ship and launch them to the other ship. That's kind of annoying. I think 40 should be enough. They mine 2.5 resources a second. 40 mines will be mining 100 resources a second. So that's 2 landfill per second, technically. So, yeah. Let's send 2 of those down. Do we need anything else? Don't really think so. Alright. Yeah, the rare red inserters are decently fast. Almost, but not quite exactly 2 items per second. 690 degrees a second is slightly less than 720 degrees a second. But we can get away with quite a bunch of things with just the red inserters. Like here we've got green signs, for example. A beautiful symphony of red and yellow inserters. Mostly of the rare variants. 8 red inserters is enough for a yellow belt. You can see this 30 items a second belt is flowing continuously. Ish. Because these machines keep being full. Are they? Yeah, they are. Okay, this is all backed up. So with 16 inserters we draw empty red belt over here. Okay, side tracks. We need to prepare for Gleba. Alright. Let's grab those mining drills. I'm too fast for my own good here, man. Alright, we need to launch those up. For sure. I'm gonna put them in here. We need to take these for speed modules as well. It's Friday, Wonky. Friday came early today, this week. I got hookup power, so I'm kinda committed now. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, we land. What we need is a rare landing pad. We got one in store on Novice, I'm pretty sure. We don't need to make that. We're gonna need to catch artillery shells. I guess they also drop down in 10 per pot, and this thing can only accept 3 drop pods at the same time. So I guess we take a stack of cargo bays. Those give 1 more drop pod per piece. I don't think we'll need 10, but we might as well take a stack, I suppose. Then we can catch 130 shells at a time, which is exactly my inventory, so that might actually come in handy. I also will need some personal defense, like a stack of red ammo and a stack of flamethrower fuel for my personal weapons, because those wrigglers or something they're called, wringlers. I think it's wrigglers. I don't know how to pronounce that, but we might need some personal damage stuff. Did I research rocketry? I did. Might come in handy. Then we would need to make a rocket launcher. And I guess we'll make a stack of rockets. Quality rockets just have more explosion damage. I'm not planning to actually use those. Those are just for self-defense. I guess these 4 fission reactors go well with this landing package as well. And finally, for my plan, I will need, it's probably one of the first things we'll do, rare radars, power lines, and I guess we'll take rare solar panels. We already launched up 100 last time, but I want a little bit more, because I think we might lose some, and I'm planning to use 100. We might use less or more. 12 by 12 is 144. That would leave me with 6 losses only. I'm not sure how big we're gonna go with those, but let's take more. Alright, that's the landing part. At some point I will need to set up stone mines, so we'll need mining drills with more power lines. I cannot add them again, so I guess we'll just add a section. Just a generic amount of power lines. We will need some power for that as well. What do we have on Norvis anyway? I think we have on Fulgora a good amount of solar panels. No, we have accumulators on Fulgora, not solar panels. How many of those do I still have? Okay, not too many. We already need to make 4 of them to complete the task. I guess we can just take those instead. Just to power some mining drills for now. I'm probably gonna be good with those. Do we take accumulators? I think we don't even need accumulators. We'll see. I have no idea what the ratio is for accumulators on Gleba. We might take rare accumulators though, because those are actually those scale 100% bonus per level in terms of energy storage, so that is quite nice. I don't think we'll take them though. Doesn't seem necessary. Right, we need to mine. We need to put that stuff into assemblers. Not really sure. We can make normal inserters on Gleba. There is iron and copper. We do need to smelt that though, so let's take a bunch of these. Maybe it'll be tier 2. Alright, there's exploding trees on Gleba, I just remembered. So we'll take some repair packs as well. And we might sustain damage otherwise too. I'm a little bit all over the place, but let's say this goes on to, I think we can just mine directly into assemblers. We need a stack of chests, maybe just a stack of rare chests. We can mine into assemblers, we don't need a full stack. We'll take the tier 2, I think, because we just need to make landfill. Can just launch a stack of those as well, but not really sure what to do with them. I think I just want a stack of all the different modules. I got some specific plans for the efficiency and quality. I just want to have some of those. I also want like 120 efficiency modules for the mining drills. These should have uncommon. I guess that's 200. If we use all of the assemblers, and these could also have 150. I don't think, no, let's just keep it at 200. We're not going to use all of that at the same time, I don't think. Don't want to overbring stuff. I guess we want, maybe we want a rocket silo to get off of the planet without actually having to make all the stuff. That would be nice. I almost forgot about that. We cannot do that though, so we need the components. The rocket silo is too heavy to launch on a rocket. That's a good thing. If the rocket silo would fit on a rocket, it is too heavy for a rocket. You would get the paradox, the chicken and the egg, but then Factorio style. The rocket silo contains a rocket, which contains a rocket silo, which can contain a rocket, which can contain a rocket silo, etc, etc. It's good they called that. I guess that's not the reason, but we can pretend. Blue chips, 200 pipes. There's one more ingredient, is there not? Oh yeah, electric engines. The difficult one. Alright, so that's our rocket silo. Guess that some of these modules can come in handy. Maybe we also take a stack of beacons. It's probably not worthwhile, but beacons are useful, especially if we bring good modules. We might be able to use some. Oh yeah, wait. Construction bots. I don't have any on Gleba just yet. My armor can support 200 bots. I guess we'll take 200 and hopefully we won't lose any. Do I take more? I have extra roboports or novies. I might take them. I'm not really sure how many I will need. So let's just put a high number there. Just all that we have, that means basically. I think maybe we will take the accumulators. I'm not thinking ahead enough. What else should we take? Oh wait, there is the biochamber. We need some stuff for biochambers. What do we even need to do to unlock those things? Agriculture. Mine one of those iron rocks. Chop a tree. Alright. Chop the other tree. Okay, that doesn't seem too difficult. And then craft 10 nutrients, and then we can make biochambers. Okay, that's easy. Landfill we'll be making on Gleba. Pentapod eggs come from there, nutrients come from there. We need to take iron and electronic circuits. We don't really need to take those, especially iron. I guess we can grab it there. I say let's take maybe 8,000 iron and 8,000 circuits. Circuits are a bit harder to make. I can just bring everything. We'll see how much we have access for. But for now, let's set it to 8,000 iron, 8,000 electronic circuits, and then we can make the rest on location, I suppose. We need 4 times as much of these. Let's just go 2,000. We'll bring the right ratio, I suppose, and just see how it goes. Oh, and we also actually might want to take some stuff to use in the rocket silos, so we need like what do we need to launch up? Ourselves and maybe 1 armor? But let's just bring a bunch. I don't know if that will fit all on the ship. I'm pretty sure this is all too much to fit on the ship, so we'll have to make a choices. These are like variable amounts. We'll see what fits after we launch all of this on the ship. It might be pretty full after that. We don't have too many cargo bays since we are mostly relying on belt storage. So this is all we have. 250 slots though. It's not nothing. How is it going? We've got 4,000 artillery shells on board. That is great news. We are ahead of schedule, it seems. Right, any of this stuff which I need from Vulcanus, I don't think so. I think our best bet is just to go back to Norvis and arrange all the stuff there. I guess maybe the concrete we can launch from here. But it's 10 launches, it's kinda annoying to put up there. This is Gleba in a chest, basically. Alright. I think we're done then. Everything goes in here, including the bots. The bots are native to this planet. We just bring our armor and these things. Poison capsules. Will those come in handy? I might take a stack of those. Those might come in clutch. I guess we can borrow these rocket silos for the time being. We can just borrow the orange ones. Yes, I should make a save. The problem is I cannot really fly the Bringer of Independence to Northeast because we need the ship in orbit of Vulcanus to deliver the shells. So I probably will have to fly back on a different ship. Yeah, I'm gonna launch 4 speed modules in one rocket. A little bit painful, but oh well. Then the other armor. Right. I deprioritized stuff to these silos. Alright, that is slightly annoying, not gonna lie. I guess I'll throw a stack or 2 in there. At least it's fairly quick. Two chests and 4 inserters. Not those. Over here. To redistribute the signs back onto the bells if we ever need to do something like that. All right. I think we're ready. My trash slots are still full of rocket fuel. That's good news, I suppose. How is it going? Rocket fuel down to 2k. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, it's not great. I guess I'm amassing rocket fuel again over here. Oh yeah, we are. And now I get calcite on me. think this is not going to be the bottleneck. I am going to be the bottleneck. Sure, that can stay. Maybe we have more rocket fuel than I think. 5k, 7k, 8k. I don't think these numbers are going down fast enough to cause a problem. Artillery shell production stable. It has been working as designed from the start, so that's good. We are almost 1 hour in. I think that these stocks are gonna last. Hopefully rocket fuel as well. I can draw empty that belt over here, since that'll help a bit. We just need enough rocket fuel to keep calcite launches going. And I think the live production with half of the rocket fuel going this way for one rocket silo should be good. So let's throw this up there. And I think we can leave this alone then, while we prepare the shopping list for a Gleba on Novice. 6k, 7k, 8k. And in order of production. Low stock, high production, high stock, low production. So that is pretty good. I am wondering if I should change these back though. I'm gonna come back to Vulcanus anyway, I think. We can fly straight to Gleba. The thing is, after mining, this is a long technology, but it's like 9 hours. I have no clue how much time I'm gonna be using on Gleba. But I think it's gonna be more than 9 hours probably for the initial welcome party, let's call it like that. So we might be, actually we are kind of done with EM signs, are we not? Just wondering if those productivity bonus in the rocket fuel are going to be a power problem. Where is EM signs anyway? What else is there to research? I guess there's cliff explosives, but that's only the local science pack, not purple. And we're not going to research any productivity tax for 1.5 million anytime soon. And this one is locked behind Fulgora, and the rest we've already got. So I think no, we actually were fine with rocket fuel then, as we will not be, whatever we research, we will not be producing purple signs and Vulcan signs at the same time, except for a little bit when we are finishing this technology. So I think we can save ourselves some coal and just use the productivity bonus and take the 50 megawatt power hit, and perhaps underproduce signs ever so slightly. It's going to be fine because rocket silos are going to launch fast enough, and we've got like a couple 100,000 signs in stock necessarily due to the nature of the silo launches. So we're not going to suffer in tech base, even if we produce both at the same time for a little bit of time. Yeah, we're going to be good. Right, I've convinced myself, so it's time to get out of here then. Let's go over here. Time to get out of here. But where am I gonna go? I want to go to Novice. This one is just waiting for the calcite. Ain't I forgetting something? Oh god, I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something. I haven't read chat in a while. Let's see if chat already figured out what I forgot. 200 personal reports. I forgot something very important. You know, I don't see anyone yet. Chat, you're not really helpful. You almost let me go without the most crucial important part of the entire mission. Don't know what you guys are doing, but you're not keeping me on track here. Holy moly. You know what I forgot? It's not the rocket silos. It's the artillery turrets. Oh god. Hand feeding station. No, I've got my hand feeding station. Artillery turrets, yes. I almost left without him. Oh, that would have been a big oopsie. Right, I even got the stuff right here. All I need. God. No, I think we can make him everywhere, but we need the Vulcan tungsten plates. So we still would have had to come back here. Okay, we should have 1200 though, we checked earlier. So as long as nobody was hungry at night. Yeah, we should still have those. Nice. Let's hope we don't need any replacements, because I'm not bringing any. I hope this is gonna go well. I guess we can do the blue chips last. There's gonna be one more of those continuous refill kind of things. What's the crafting time? 40 seconds. Alright. Alright. I say it's gonna be a bit faster than that. Looks like about 8 seconds. That's better. Okay, let's open one. We need 60 of those. Okay, we can insert 100 at least, so that is good. Ideally, I just insert whole stacks. Gotta be a little bit careful with that. Professional hand feeding. And it's done. That should be all 20. One 10,000 artillery shells and no turrets. I'm gonna throw them on the Gleba biter bases there. Alright, we got the turrets. Oh god. Oh, at least we can launch up 5 turrets per rocket, not 1 or something, like... Alright. Fine. That is just gonna stay there as a reminder. That means I'm gonna have to cannibalize... I guess I'll just cannibalize purple signs as well. All right. that almost went very bad. Only 20, yeah, I'm just gonna hope we don't lose any. I could bring some regular backups. Alright, so those are launched as well. There's our armor. I guess I missed my ride. Why is this one not flying? 600 seconds. Why is this one not flying? No one knows. Do I need to... How much do we still need? That's not bad. We've got 5.3k, so we got half of the shells. An hour worth of time. We're gonna need to enable purple signs again. Flip. Just cut the wire and activate it to just stop him. This enabled goes away as soon as the inserters are no longer connected to anything. So it's a neat little trick. Alright. Okay, we won't need orange signs for a while. Let's add the turrets just to this book over here. The turrets are locked to Vulcans, really? I don't see a crafting condition like with the foundries. Crafted on Vulcan is for the foundries. Turrets don't have any of that, so I think you can craft the turrets anywhere. As well as the shells. Any tips for a beginner getting into Factorio? Don't listen to me. I guess that's the best tip I can give you. I have an unconventional way of doing things, which people have questionable opinions about, or different opinions about. Let's call it like that. Okay, we can do a bunch of this maybe. Okay, now we're just gonna fly to Novis and do it there. I was thinking let's try to get the bots to collect some stuff remotely, but it doesn't really make sense. It's gonna take more time than just... we need to go there ourselves anyway to make the fission reactors, which are completed in 13 minutes. So let's just go. Where are we going? One of the ships should be here. Right, the calcite hauler 2. We're gonna go to the calcite hauler 2. calcite hauler. And we're gonna go into the hauling storage of the calcite hauler as well. This thing is working like a train, man. I don't build trains, but this thing is working like a train. So beautiful animations. Yeah, Jeroen basically sums it up there. Alright, we're not gonna wait until the ship is ready. This ship is not doing much anyway, it's just bringing calcite to Novis. Is calcite still being launched, or why is this ship not full? Wait, calcite is still being launched. I guess we can try to get these ships on a alternating schedule by just sending them off at the same time. This one goes to Novis. And this one goes to Vulcanus. This one leaves. I guess this one leaves as soon as the calcite that's on the way has arrived. Let's wait for that. Or is this going to be one of those continuous launch things? It's going to be one of those continuous launch things. Alright, let's switch this off then. And as soon as we fly, we're going to fly the other one as well. Yeah. One more pod on the way. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, there we go. Fly to Vulcanus. Alright, so until we start doing signs again, that should probably lock them into that 10-minute schedule. Which should be good enough. If we flick that on again at least. Alright. Yeah, on it. C-Rex already on it. Thanks for the reminder. Let's keep this stuck. That's my hydration fluid. That sounds expensive. Nice, one of those space voyages to get a little break. Those water companies who mark up their bottles like 1,000 times more expensive than drinkable water. They don't have nothing on me. I'm gonna sell water as hydration fluid and sell it at $19.99 a bottle. So obviously that's better than water. Right, we're about to arrive on the Novice. Let's get back in the seat. There it is. Sure. We'll drop the armor and ourselves. Man, this ship has a lot of stuff on it. Almost full. I guess let's save. Save editing Mike some time. He'll appreciate it. Alright, Johnny's you made quite a mess again. I guess as soon as I grab my bots, that's not gonna go well. Where the heck did I even leave my stuff? First of all, let's grab the armor. And we'll use it to bypass the Johnnies. I guess first thing we'll do is we'll try to repair the damage there, because that will not go well. Here is my inventory. Guess we can do the personal bait strategy again. We got a power armor Mark II now, so we should be a bit more sturdy. Okay, the rocket silo is still being repaired. No, shoot me, shoot me. Don't shoot the bot. Alright. I think we're good. No more unexpected repairs. Alright. Step 1. Step 1 complete. Step 2, let's go shopping list. Guess we'll just send the Bringer of Independence past Northeast to launch up all the stuff. That seems the most sensible. We don't need to build anything, I don't think. So let's just throw away our inventory again. We need to make stuff. Okay, one chest over there. First of all, I could theoretically just put the requester chest down. If we just keep one section. Okay, so the top one keeps the first section. Second one keeps the second section. This one keeps third section. This the fourth section. I do not want that to be brought over though. So let's see what that brings us. Let's see how much we have automated in this game. In 434 hours. Let's see how many of these things will actually be brought over into these chests. I've got a feeling that is not gonna be great. Alright. Let's do it one chest at a time. Right, some of these things of course don't actually exist, but that is not too bad of a result. So we got the rare landing pad, the cargo base, the repair packs, the chests, and some of the solar panels. We need to make at least 104 more solar panels to get that in there. Why don't I have steel power poles automated? I didn't make any normal steel power poles on this planet, I think. So probably I want to send those up then from Vulcanus. I refuse to make normal steel power poles. I can just make 200 uncommon steel power poles. Let's do that. We're gonna need uncommon iron sticks then as well. Am I allowed to reset these? I think I am. Let's pretend they were made in those assemblers. So 200 requires 800 iron sticks. It should be like that. That requires 400 steel, 400 copper cable. Wait. We need another 200 for the accumulators later on, so we need double this. Power poles and EM plant. Nope. I refuse to remember that somehow. I refuse to remember that. I don't know why I cannot remember that, but I simply can't. Alright. Making the stuff. Guess this is fast enough to just wait out. Alright, last iron sticks, and then we've got all of our power lines. Wooden power pole and EM plant. Alright. That's all of our power lines. We need solar panels. It was 104 rare ones. Oh, that's gonna be expensive. By those numbers. That is 4. I guess we can do that times 25. And then we'll get 100. Alright, that's the first 4. We'll just see how many resources it is. That might be a lot. 500 rare steel. I think, yeah, we can afford that. Reluctantly. Got more chips apparently. I guess it's affordable. On the way one. Okay, there we are. That looks like a 5 assembler job. I'm really thinking about that annoying editing mic guy. Alright, we'll come back. Fast inserter is 81% done. So we have 6k left to go, which means, yeah, like 3 minutes of science. Here we are at mining productivity 3. We have just switched tags. Which means we can make the fission reactors. They should now be handcraftable. Were it not for the fact that I want rare ones. Yeah, you can craft them in your pocket, no problem. Oh, sorry about the screen flash there. Let's switch that off. Pollution as well, I suppose. Pollution is no longer really... actually, pollution might still be a threat. Okay, let's keep pollution on. Right, power lines. And I suppose let's check the next chest. Oh, that is a lot of yellow squares which are being delivered. Only the power lines which we just made are not on there. Let's see if everything is delivered in the quantity we needed. I actually have automated stuff in this game. Sometimes I surprise even myself. Okay, we'll just pretend that those are uncommon power lines. That might just come in handy anyway. Alright, those are there as well. We got the artillery turrets on board. We need to check for personal roboports. But first we need to put the rest of the solar panel stuff in there. Alright. Museum chest? No. Oh, I have no idea where I possibly could have left that. If not in here. I know. It's at the military science area. Because I only use it when I go biter hunting. Here we got 8 more. Which gives us another 100 bots. We'll take those. Alright, so that is however many we had of those. We want to make 300 new construction bots. Okay, those are still going. That should be easy, we have all of that. More than a chest of rare bot frames. Okay, solar panels are done. And the bots are done. I did see the rare rocket launcher. That's a simple recipe. Except I don't have any gears. I'm just gonna make him in here. Sue me. That should be the rocket launcher. So instead of 36 range, we'll have about 44, 43, 44. It's a little bit better. Rockets though. I'm probably just gonna make 100 and take those. Maybe I should make 200 rockets. If you end up using them, you usually end up using them a lot. I don't have any explosives anywhere though. Explosives are made on Vulcanus actually. That's just water. What is explosives again? Is sulfur? Sulfur. I don't think there's any... Oh, there is sulfur in here. Oh, we can make uncommon rockets for more damage. I guess that's the best use we'll get out of uncommon sulfur, I suppose. Sure. Bring me all 196 sulfur. And we'll mix it with the coal. And some water. I think... Where is water? At the concrete area for sure. Some chemical plants. Looks like 4. Maybe some pipes. A temporary water pipeline. Anywhere. Why hand feeding moles still on blue assemblers instead of green ones? Perhaps I could upgrade them, but I've got an automated hand feeding mole up here to do the serious stuff. Let's see how is it going with our stocks. Okay, I did not consume all iron. I'm still eating up. Oh, I got a feeling something is very wrong somewhere. Are we just making gears that slowly that this is still not... Alright, we're just making gears that slowly, I suppose. That is really slow. Alright, fine. Water. Here's concrete, that means here's also water. Was it just water? It is just water. Alright, that's good news. Because I don't have power. Means they'll go here. Uncommon explosives. A little bit dumb. Not even gonna use productivity. Alright, we'll come back for those. Let's leave these here. Alright, instead we can deliver the bots and the solar panels, the rest of them. Wait. Oh. I already have half of those on board, don't I? That was a waste of resources. How's it going on Vulcanus? Okay, something happened because we're no longer simultaneous launching. We are out of rocket fuel. Alright. Looks like it caught up to us. Okay, it was good that we upped the production, but yeah, at the moment... If only I was there to bring that back. Output priority to the left. For now. Suppose we can feed it out. Oh, if that goes wrong though. We'll feed it out to calcite. I have to remember to put it back. Alright, anyway, point is, I already launched some of that up in the last episode. So I made too many solar panels. Sure, probably won't hurt to have a couple more. I'm actually gonna leave those at home. We can request those over if we need. We got more than enough accumulators. Does anybody know the accumulator ratio for Gleba? I guess nobody uses solar power on Gleba. I guess 1 to 1 should be fine, especially with the rare accumulators, so let's just go with that. Ah wait. Yeah. Sure. The bots just bring him straight back, huh? No, they should be in this chest, they say. Alright. The accumulators are already in there as well. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the second chest, alright. Don't put stuff in this chest which doesn't need to be there. Did I not pick this up? I did not. Alright, now we got 3 weapons. I guess it's time to make the rockets. Should have 8 stacks of explosives ready. I almost believed you. 3 point. That sounds really specific. Then I should be almost, if that's true, which is probably not, I should be almost good with the rare accumulators. I got uncommon solar panels though, so no. There is no way. There is just no way. Alright. Where is my explosives? We're gonna have almost, but not quite. I'll even put the recipe back. Alright, there we go. Like nothing ever happened. Let's go. It is 1 explosive per rocket. Okay. So we're gonna have almost 400 rockets then. I guess they launch up per not a lot either. 25 per rocket, alright. And uncommon iron plates to match. I guess we'll have some left over. See it? Alright, that's gonna take a while. Alright, so we got the rocket launcher. And now we just need to fill it with ammo. If we got uncommon rockets, we're gonna make 400 then. We might as well also take some uncommon ammo. Why not? We'll just leave this on novice. Let's make 200 ammos. That's 800 plates. I'm not really sure what to expect, so then we'll make that into uncommon reds. 200 ammo means 200 copper, 100 steel these days. That is very cheap. I maybe should have made just rare ammo. Yeah, let's... It was a mistake. We'll go for rare ammo. We can afford it. We'll just recycle that mistake away. In a recycler that always works, like this one. Even get some quality iron out of that. Alright, good. We'll go to Gleba with the best of our weaponry. All right. That's gonna be our rare ammo. Rockets are done. I thought I needed half the iron, but I need double the iron. Okay, rockets. I don't have rare sulfur, so I cannot make rare rockets, but I think that's good enough. And rare flamethrower ammo. What do we need for that? I think that's just steel, to be honest. Yeah, oil and steel. Stack size 100. I'm not gonna spend 500 steel on flamethrower ammo. So that's gonna be uncommon then. I got an oil pipeline coming in the base here. So we might just do it here. power line. Alright, that should be okay. One more fill there. That is our 400 rockets. Ammo is almost done as well. So our weaponry is now in order. How much damage do we get on these? We get 12.8 damage on our normal bullets. We get almost 20 damage on our rare bullets. I think that's like 2 damage levels ahead of where we actually are. Who knows, that might save us. Alright. Rare ammo. I do need more rare raiders as well, I think. The rockets go in there, rare ammo goes in there. And we will get a rare flamethrower ammo out of these guys. Let's throw the last in there as well. Okay, that's gonna make a stack, it looks like. Right, so we got all the different ammo, we got the bots, 100 more raiders, and then we get to make the fission reactors. Okay, we're gonna need to make 500 gears, apparently. Because we have 0. We're gonna do that up here. And we'll temporarily not give the bots access to that. Oh, this is annoying. Alright, never mind. I'll do it myself. Oh, there goes the last 2 chests. Sure, this one can get filled. This one is not... that's just the rocket silo. Yeah, we got all of that. That's good. And this will have to check what fits on the ship. Grab the modules. Alright. That way the bots won't grab him. And we can make our rare raiders. That looks like a 5 assembler job. Alright, we got 18 extra per assembler, so that's 183 gears. Not too shabby. And they're immediately gonna get confiscated by the bots again. Yeah, there we go. And it's empty. And it's gone! Alright, raiders. Fuel should be done. That's the last of the ammo. Alright, and the only thing missing is the 4 fission reactors. Let's check this chest. This one looks pretty complete. Yeah, we're not missing anything here. I did do some automation, believe it or not. They were just missing the rocket silo, but that's a placeholder anyway. That's good. And then we just have to see how much of this stuff fits on the ship once we get back there. So now we just need to launch this stuff up to the Bringer of Independence once it's ready with the artillery shells. Because technically... How is it looking? It's starting to look pretty full on this ship. In fact, the yellow belt is already full. It's the shortest one. It has the inside turns. I think we're almost there. 8.9k. And we're still struggling for rocket fuel. That's not bad though. Shell production took a hit, but only at the very end. I think we can maybe bring the ship over here, launch our stuff up, and then just fly back to Vulcanus to load the last shells on the ship before flying off to Gleba. And that way rocket fuel and blue chips and all stuff should be able to recuperate a little bit. Thanks Kites and Cosplay for the Prime subscription. Would launch the raw materials and build be cheaper? Yes, it would be cheaper in materials, but that's not the only cost in the grand equation. It would be a lot more expensive in complexity and design time and whatnot. So this is fairly easy, a fairly easy way. I think we'll do that. Let's bring it over to Novis. We can fly a couple more times on this ship. Let's flick this off, so they'll stop launching. We need to make sure there is some space to actually receive artillery shells. Okay, there we go. Now we get to see the interesting speed control in action. We first fly out at maximum speed until the asteroids start approaching. Then it detects that asteroids are approaching, and so thus it slows down. That is definitely how this works, with some very complex circuit mechanics in the back, which I won't bother to explain because you won't understand it anyway. Yeah, that is definitely how that works. Don't question it. Yeah, why are we not using artillery to blast these asteroids? That's the real question. Alright, finally the nuclear reactor is doing some work. Let's take a look at the complex circuit network controlling the thrusters. Well, I guess you can see at a glance how that works. It doesn't. Oh, we got another space journey. We can do another hydrate. Did we share plans for Gleba? No. That's gonna be the grand reveal. You know, I know the plan, but you know as well as I do if it will work or not. Do the pumps even do anything? Maybe. I suspect the plan involves artillery. Would you think so? I don't know. It's a possibility. We have officially got over 9,000 shells on board. Gleba science is ultimately the goal, yeah, of going to Gleba. But first we gotta get to the point where we can not get attacked and die on Gleba. We've got no real way to defend ourselves. The rocket turret is well out of reach. Don't even see it here. A million signs, so we're gonna need to get established on Gleba 1.5 million signs even before we can unlock that. There is no way. We don't have the Tesla gun either. We don't have any Fulgora signs. All we got is the default Norwegian early game turrets with not too many damage upgrades. So yeah, we got a special plan full of cheese to stick the natives to the ground, something like that, by having very sticky cheese all over the place. Right, we were doing something. We called over the ship. That was what we were doing. So, and it's flying right back again. Of course, it's flying right back. Wait for me, passenger present, please. We might just tone that down a bit. 40 per launch. We don't want this filling up with artillery shells. That's the entire point of the belt. We want this filling up with other stuff. Okay, so I got nothing in my inventory which I need, except for the armor. Oh, the fission reactors, right. Before I forgot those. We want 4 of them. So 800 processing units, 200 low density structures, holy moly. We have bots, we can be lazy. It's faster to take it myself than to just find a stupid recipe, then copy it to the stupid chest, then adjust the amounts because this is not correct. But anyway, automation, am I right? And we need 16 fuel cells. Now we gotta make 20. That's just the way it is. We can not get more than 50% productivity bonus. So we actually need to spend 2 of those 75 uranium fuel cells we've got. So we need 2 of these. We still have enough to start off Covarex. Unfortunately not twice, not from the get-go. I guess we need 38 of those, but that's hardly a cost. And some more, I guess 20 rare iron plates, which I will pick up myself. And then we just make fuel cell. Alright, 10 at a time. I cannot use quality. I'm just making that from scratch. So there, I cannot get epic quality without spending 5 million Gleba science packs, which I still need to set up or even set foot on. Alright, we're not requesting from buffer chest, so that was a useless exercise. Okay, so now we wait 5 times longer for the bots to bring it to our automated chest than it would have taken me to just pick it up myself, but alright. So be it. Any day now. I need every single last one of them. One more. Come on, bots, you can do it. They cannot do it. Automation is awesome. Okay, we got it. We got one too many. Go away. Alright. 10-second recipe, I guess. We'll do that then. Here we go. I guess I'll save here. Because this is maybe an important moment, maybe not. And there we go. Fission power. Nuclear power. And we got 4 fuel cells for 1 more. I guess we put that in the uranium museum. Let's put it in the barrel. You should barrel your fuel cells. I will leave that in the museum as well. Let's put it down there. Right, we can change our armors. Heck yeah. Let's see what the deal is. On Novice we got a 1.54 megawatts of power with solar. And now it's 2.4 megawatts, I suppose. 1.54 to 2.4. So it's not a major upgrade. But on Gleba solar power is halved, so that's more than double. And nights are long too on Gleba. So these things also work during the night and they don't need any fuel to keep going. So that's good, I suppose. And I suppose that what I also should have done is not made such a dubious pattern, because now my battery in this armor is half empty. Oh well. And I guess these things can go in the recycling bin, but we'll stock them in here instead. Alright. So that is the fission reactors. And everything that's in these chests needs to go on the ship. Okay, it does fit. Oh, let's... That was a bit unfortunate. I'm too fast for my own good. I want to charge up this battery though before getting to Gleba. I don't need to, because Gleba has the same power output now for my personal armor. As well as Aquilo. This is going to be great for Aquilo as well. Alright. What else could I possibly want for Gleba? It's a bit late now. Bot speed 5 would be great, but I don't have 500k yellow signs for a while. Laser shooting speed could actually help for Gleba signs as well. Yeah, after we research mining productivity, we should have that for sure. Same for laser weapons damage. That's 500k again. But those would be nice to have. I don't know actually what else could be in there. It will be a while before. Let's just put the insurance there against researching fast and further. We'll get there. It's the last red technology we'll need. Alright, it is not too much to launch. Am I just gonna hijack the rockets? I think I'm just gonna hijack the rockets. Okay, we can still do this. Yeah, the pumps are emergency fuel. I guess yes, in an emergency they will be used as emergency fuel. I'm not sure what it's gonna achieve. In general, we should never run out of asteroids in the inner solar system, and the ship is not designed to fly to Aquilo, so let's do the modules. Can I copy the request from the requester chest? I think that's gonna mess things up. Wait, if I flick this off, then this is an isolated network. Okay, I'm gonna try that. That way, at least the launches are gonna be somewhat automatic. I'm glad I just saved. I messed up my expansion chunks. I built out of the base. I managed to not do that for 435 hours, and now I did it. Which means I guess these chunks have turned red. When we reload, those will be green. I'm pretty positive. Just for, yeah, there they are. Shiny and green. Because all of these entities are not counted, because all of this is not in an expansion chunk. So as soon as I place that, it scans around 2 chunks far and it updated. All these chunks looked around in a 5x5 area, and they got completely red from that one chest. I just want to put it outside of the bot's range. G1, I think I can do it like this, right? G2, G3, and the rest is still unsure. Alright, I can do that. That means the modules are launching. There we go. I'm not avoiding bot carrying capacity per se. I have one level of it. It just hasn't been imported yet. Alright, so those should be launched automatically as well, and the rest we can control insert. Alright, so now it's automatically requested, so it's good that that is transferable. Okay, not all rockets are super fast speed. Okay, basically everything is like full stack, so almost everything is full stack. Yes, the blue chips and the steel, not really. Oh, those went in there. Oops. Okay, I'm just gonna launch those up by themselves. That won't fit, won't it? Okay, it kinda does. Okay, the ammo is not requested. There we go. Oh, flamethrower fuel is a full stack per rocket, because of course it is. Oh, ammo isn't G1. I think it's the wrong type of ammo. Since I made better quality. Right, most of it we've got now. Oh yeah, the power lines, looks like we also did not update that. That should be those. I'm curious how much stuff is going to be left. We can send the landing pad, the cargo base, assemblers, the other assemblers. Okay, of course those are 25. Furnaces, beacons, more raiders. For the construction bots. Spaceships and requests and stuff, that works really well with blueprints, I suppose, but if you design as you go, you're gonna have to sit through the pain. At least for putting the requests together, even if you have automated absolutely everything in your base. Mining drills. Wait. Those are on board already. Let me just stick those in here. That's probably a bad plan. I will just have to bring those back. Okay, some inserts. I don't know why I have pipes. Oh, pipes are for the rocket silo. Oh, that's only half a stack. Alright, those can go. I think that's all my half stuff. Chests. Another stack of repair packs. I think I'll have to send those myself. Ammo. I think that's it. It's just my armor. And I shot my running armor up while I still need to do a bunch of stuff. Oh well. Active provider chest to the rescue. Let's take this to the rocket silo area at least. We'll see how much stuff still fits. We need to keep at least 40 slots open for artillery shells, I suppose. So we can load the rest of them on Vulcanus. We already have some in here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. Excuse me. That's for the bio chambers. And we also still need some stuff for our first rocket. So we're loaded. This is our starter pack. Mixed with whatever should be on board. The fuel cells have been lasting a long time, so I think I might even just send them down and actually just enable this. We're gonna be in orbit above Gleba for a while though. Let's just keep the fuel cells on board. Ship loaded. Ship loaded, I said. Alright. I have nothing in my trash slot, so I can fly. How much slots do we have available still? We can delete this now. Okay. This should all be good, really. There we got 392 because that's all we had. I got 107 storage slots used out of 251, so we got about 140 left. Let's say 100 slots left. Oh hey, hello anti-elite. How is it going with the design? I saw you were designing something speedrun related earlier. We are doing the forbidden thing. We have a ship full of artillery shells and we're about to embark on a journey to Gleba, where we're going to do basically an orbital strike. I did almost manage to forget my artillery turrets though, so yeah. The brain hurts. Yeah, that does happen during those design sessions. Alright, so we got over 9,000 artillery shells on board. We will go back to Vulcanus to load up the full 10,000. We just have painstakingly launched up all the supplies we need. And now I almost forgetting that we have the stuff for a rocket silo. That's already a good thing. But we also still need the stuff to make rockets. I've got 100 or so slots which I can use. And I also want to bring stuff to make biochambers. But that is 120 slots already, so that's too much. Iron is easy on Gleba. We might bring the chips. I'm more inclined to bring... What do I need to launch up for after the first time on Gleba? I should be able to pacify Gleba, and we're not gonna be building anything there. Before we return with the building stuff, I suppose. So I don't need that many launches out of there. What do we even get from Gleba in the first place? This is going to be the second time I ever go to Gleba in a Factorio playthrough. The only other time I did it was in the new player experience, like almost a year ago. This is my second playthrough of Space Age, for those of you coming from NT. The cider combinator conditions are 50 lines long. Oh, I don't have that problem. Because circuit network is not researched, neither is fast inserter. So we're keeping things simple. Right. So we don't need a lot of launches, I think. We were looking what the heck do we even get from Gleba, since I don't know. We get heating towers. We already have nuclear power. So we have unlocked those things already. The heating towers could be useful later, but I don't think we'll be using them at the moment. Those also require concrete and heat pipes, which is something we would want to ship in then. I don't think we'll need them for the first haul though, or and other than Aquilo, I don't really see us needing those on any other of the planets which we have. These can only be built on... they can be built on Norvis actually, apparently, according to the tooltip in the bottom. I guess that's for the tree seeding. But yeah, we don't need those either. Those are the two fruits, artificial soil, no biochambers. Do we want to launch up biochambers? Bioflux is just going to spoil. It's 1000 times science cost. What can you do with biochambers? I don't think we'll need anything from Gleba really. So I just need to make sure I can launch myself off, as well as my armor and maybe some other odds and ends. A rocket costs... How much costs a rocket? 50 rocket parts divided by rare productivity module Mark II. So 30. If I bring 400 of each, let's bring... I don't know, maybe I'm gonna regret that. Let's bring 1200 of each then. How many slots is that? That's a lot. I know that the rocket fuel is easy on Gleba. I'm still gonna bring some. Let's just... We'll bring the minimum. 10 launches. 11 launches. We'll bring 11 launches worth of stuff. I'm even just gonna hand feed it in there. No, we can't. Alright, we can't. Forgot about that. We need to do this then. I'll request the rocket fuel. I promise. Alright. Bringer of Independence request. $400 rocket fuel. 10 launches, that should get me off of the planet. Even if I mess up real bad. Why are we not bringing rocket fuel? No, of course. No, not plastics. Alright, looks like the ship has returned. I've been hijacking this for a while. Oh, of course we're doing purple signs again. Alright, looks like we're doing the rocket fuel ourselves. Oh god. I want priority for my ship. Alright, at least it launches automatically if it's in there. Oh, chat was paused, sorry about that. Limited to 100 lines. Yeah, launching the artillery shell components up instead of the shells themselves is cheaper, especially if you use iron from space. I cannot use copper from space because that's behind Gleba. But the complexity of making it work on the ship, or the time it would cost to put it together on Gleba while Gleban evolution is ticking up, doesn't weigh up to just spending a bit of extra. I mean, this is 1000 rocket launches, but it's 1000 times science cost, right? Basically, I'm launching, with every rocket, I'm launching up 1 science pack compared to normal Factorio. So what is 1000 rocket launches for 10,000 artillery shells in the grand scheme of things? It's not really that much. So these already have launched, the orange science rockets have launched about 4200 rockets, and purple science is up to 1400, and these will be in total 1000 one time. And we have just started researching like purple and metallurgic science packs. It's really not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. Why not control click? Because if it's any of these 3 things, you cannot control click it in there. I think we're ready to go though. We are not allowed to travel with this rocket silo in this playthrough. We have our, if you're still here from NT, you're gonna be in for a treat. We have our very special own rocket silo, which is has some extra oomph to it. It gives us some extra power on the way up. Not because it's an uncommon rocket silo. That's not the reason. But you'll see soon enough. Maybe you'll hear a hint already. I'm not sure if I'm ready to go, but we're just going anyway. Pick up last shells. We're gonna pick up the last artillery shells and I think we're ready then. Right. And they're not even targeting the silo, they're targeting the flying rocket. Pay close attention to where they are shooting. And they're shooting up now. But yeah, it does give us the extra boost we need to get into orbit for a lower fuel cost. Thanks Filiark00 for the Prime subscription. One day they will get me. I suppose so. Oh, I guess we are present on the ship. I hope we've got everything. We do have the stuff for a rocket silo and the means to get off of the planet. So the most important stuff we've got. Back to Vulcanus to load up on the last shells. We missed the fun acceleration part. We'll do it again from Vulcanus. Basically this ship slingshots us into about the halfway point at maximum speed, and then it detects that there are asteroids in front of it and it slows down to deal with the asteroids. That's definitely how this ship works. Yeah, we got basically 1000 cargo base worth of artillery shells on these belts over here. No, that's not true. It's 500 cargo base of normal quality. So 10,000 shells, 500 cargo base in the footprint. I don't have green belts unlocked yet, or it could be even more glorious. But each of these belts in this square has 3 belts per tile, which means every single tile is storing 32 artillery shells at the moment, 8 per belt tile, which means every tile of space here is capable of storing the same amount of shells as like half a rare cargo base. So it's 8 times more storage dense than a rare cargo base. I think that's the math. Okay, we already arrived on Vulcanus. I guess that means launches are resuming. Do I have any business of going down to Vulcanus or not? Guess we can launch orange signs again. I think we just need to wait for our shells, to be honest. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Are we going already? Are we going to Gleba? Oh man, it's been a long time coming. And this is the one time, I think this is the one remaining time in the playthrough after we asserted dominance over Norvis. This is the one time where we can still fail completely. If Gleba goes wrong, if they out-evolve us, if my cheesy strategy doesn't work, if any of those things go wrong, this playthrough might still end prematurely, despite us having achieved what we set out to achieve. So, forgive me, but I'm kinda nervous at this point. Yeah, 435 hours. Not only 435 hours, but also more than 1,500 saves deep in this playthrough. I think it's almost Gleben time. I told you, this is seriously my second playthrough of Space Age. I did the new player experience, just a normal game. And this is the second game. It's been going since quite a while, like 6-7 months now, I think. Come on, Andy, you're a speedrunner. You don't have 400-hour games, even if you do all achievements or something. Try one. Oh, yeah, figure out a speedrun for 1000 times science, cause that would be... No, don't do that, man. Don't waste your life like that. Yeah, we have some extra rules. I guess we could quickly go to the thumbnail, but nah, we can. The extra rules are no base defense, so we haven't got a single defensive turret on Norvis. We do have turrets now. We've got the biter Zeus to absorb pollution in a controlled way. Come on, if a behemoth spawns, there's a 30-second cooldown. But the behemoths absorb 400 pollution if they can spawn. Big biters do 80, so our pollution... Why is this on still? So our pollution cloud is quite tiny because these nests are actually absorbing pollution. But you can see, for instance, that this nest is not absorbing pollution. They stop absorbing pollution at a certain point. If they absorb like 3 times the pollution of the most expensive enemy they can spawn, they stop absorbing pollution. The only reason this works, let's show that because it's quite interesting. Let's go again to the double one. Okay, you saw that circle there pop up for a second. There will be another one probably. Okay, I guess the nest hasn't absorbed enough pollution yet. I know, this nest is not absorbing enough pollution. Let's check this one over here at the uranium mine. Okay, this has absorbed not enough for a... Okay, the behemoth won't absorb pollution at the moment. That's gonna take a while then. That one is also not absorb pollution. 80. Let's hope for a big biter. I just spawned a behemoth as well. Okay, we're gonna be lucky, I feel it. So there will be a line to the biter connected to the base, and it will transform into a circle. That's the moment. That one. That is the moment the biter gets called into an attack group, and that is the moment the pollution is spent from the nest. So this nest does not cap out at pollution, and that is why this works. The pollution is spent to send the biter to the attack group like half a second before he bites the dust. So could be a nice cheesy way to you know, make a speed run for 1000 times science cost. Maybe that's useful. As well as walling the biters in. It's also useful when you are allowed to do base defense, because the evolution factor doesn't go up as fast in the beginning if you don't actually destroy the biter bases, so you can claim a larger area for yourself. And then of course, before you get to fight against medium and big biters, you need you won't be able to get the firepower in time. Actually, you can get the firepower in time, but it will be a while before you get it, so it's best to clear out an area large enough for your pollution cloud to grow in without... This is a bit over the top at the moment, but so that biters don't attack you at all. How is it going on Vulcanus actually? We are still launching shells. We should be almost full. We are almost full. 9,500 shells. I think we're just gonna go at 10,000. Go at 10k shells. So it should be circuit condition actually. Artillery shells is more than 10,000. So not cargo in this time, because cargo is only what's in here. But circuit condition, we are reading the 3 belts, and those have 9,500 artillery shells combined on them. And it's also connected to the cargo bay here, only on the red network. I hope I've got everything, man. Right. Rules of the challenge. We're also launching purple signs now. No base defense, no eating fish to heal. I already forgot. Let me just take a quick peek at my own thumbnail. I guess we can go. Pure default settings, and we need to get keeping your hands clean on 1000 times science cost on pure default settings. So everything is default settings. There's no cheesing of map settings going on. It's normal default settings. And I got inspired by QV Boy. He did the 1000 times science cost challenge already before, and he did it again in Space Age. And I didn't want to just copy his challenge, so I thought, what is the least synergistic achievement which you can do with 1000 times science cost? And I thought it was this one. But we got it like 2 streams ago. And now it's just a matter of quickly rounding up the game in the next 6 months or so. And then I can finally play something else. Might get sidetracked is the free space. Yeah, I think so, yeah. On the bingo card. Maximum of 2000 saves. I don't know if I'll make that. I'm already like sidetracking into 4-digit A, 4-digit B, 4-digit C, etc. Pianodon is the complete opposite way of scaling compared to 1000 times science cost. Like, this is just like vertical, more of the same, whereas Pianodon is horizontal, just a little bit of a lot of things. Yes, vegan diet so we can eat bioflux. That is exactly why it is worded like that. And not something like no healing potions. We will be allowed to eat bioflux. I have no idea how it's gonna go. It's my second time on Gleba. And the first time we didn't really do combat either, because you can quite easily clear a large enough area on Gleba to make some normal signs, which then with some biter expansion denying will just never reach the biters will never reach your base before you win the game. But that's not going to be the case in this game, because we still have hundreds of hours to go, and there's going to be hundreds of expansion on Gleba, because I imagine we're going to get into behemoth stomper territory. And if you say, what are behemoth stompers? Yeah, they have been added to the game in a recent update. Ignore this, or ignore that word over there. Yeah, those are basically like demolishers, but they stomp you and they stomp your base as well. This is like the hit points of a small demolisher, except it chases you and it destroys your base and it gets angry by spore clouds. So we'll see how that goes. I don't even know when they spawn. I know in Norvis it's 90%, but I'm not really sure about... I didn't want the behemoth stompers, by the way. I didn't want them. I wanted the behemoth demolishers, but the behemoth stompers just come with those for free. We've also got behemoth strafers and behemoth wrigglers even. So yeah, there's that. Planet. Gleba. There should be some evolution chart somewhere. Is it in the space map? It's the nest, isn't it? Yeah, it's the nest. Oh, okay, that is not great. Looks like we're starting at 85% evolution with the behemoth guys. It is way slower to reach 90% evolution than 85%. It does some of that quadratic slowdown at the end. So evolution goes up fast, and then slower. And it is really very slow towards the end. You'll reach 85%. It's probably like... It's like the same amount of time, roughly speaking, to get from 0 to like 82% or something like that, than it is from 82% to 90%. It's really that extreme. Can you check evolution in console command? Gleba is not in there yet, so I don't think Gleba has an evolution. The evolution factor you see on the ships, I figured it out. That is just the, it's fake, it's just the evolution factor of this specific space platform since it was created. So this is the newest ship. If we look at the second calcite hauler, yeah, that's at 35%, the first one is at 70%, that's just from time. And the oldest platform we've got is at 75% or so. This is the space platform 1000 space signs a minute, which needs almost exactly this size to grab asteroids if it's not flying. I guess at some point you can make flying asteroids, but flying ships, but why change it if it works and we can still run like 3 times game speed about? Once we hit UPS problems, we can start redesigning. By the way, for the anti-elites viewers who are still here, well, it's normally the first patch you'll mine up on Vulcanus. There's 3 options. And all of them are wrong. We still got our starter tungsten patch here, including Small Jimmy. We did mine from his patch like 50,000 tungsten by basically keeping him distracted on the other side of his territory. 50,000 tungsten, I guess 100,000 with the rare drills. We mined from under his nose. Coal, I accidentally built my zinc coal battery on top of the coal patch, so that's working. I haven't mined a single piece of coal, but my calcite patch, though, has been completely mined out. That might be a first. Mining out your calcite patch. I guess no. I guess if you have a mega base you will mine out your calcite patch. But in a regular game you won't get there. What do you mean running out? Yeah. Hey Mr. Mano, thanks for the 20 months, man. 20 months. Alright. We there? I guess we just don't have a planet to go to, so we are not flying. Okay, stop. Belts are full. I guess only we have some space on this belt still. I don't want to end up with artillery shells in the inventory though. Alright, if I had like circuit network, I could figure out exactly how many I have. But I don't think I can right now. Alright. 10,000 artillery shells are on board. $10,350 have been produced. I think we're ready. But of course we are not gonna actually gleb today. We can fly there. That's probably gonna be the end of stream save. Let's watch the ship speed for one time. So this is the slingshot maneuver. We fly out at 280 kilometers or so a second, which is the maximum speed of this ship. And then by the time we start encountering asteroids, we hit the brakes. And we do that by very complex circuit network of not having a circuit network at all, but instead not having fuel tanks and just having the rate of production being the limiting factor of how much fuel these engines get. And once we research better laser damage upgrades, we can change the beacons, change the modules in this beacon to up the speed of all of these production things. I have calibrated that so that we can fly at about 200 kilometers a second. I forgot exactly the speeds. We can see it in the mouse over. Once we get damage in speed 5, we can go speed 2 beacons 180 kilometers a second, and later we can even go 212 kilometers a second with the amount of turrets we have now. At the moment we have damage and speed 4 for the laser turrets, and this is the maximum we can do. Single speed 1 module in the beacon to control the rate of production. The pumps don't do anything, they're decorative. And this hinges on us getting enough asteroids to basically always keep producing. So to ensure we can do that, we are reprocessing some of the non-water asteroids. Because we also need a lot of water to run the nuclear plant. Not a lot, but a significant amount. We have again missed the moment. Alright, we have arrived at in orbit of Gleba. Oh man, I can't believe it's finally time. This has been a long time coming. But it's not time. You know it's not time. I know it's not time. The time is gonna be next time. Obviously. It does look very colorful from orbit. Yeah, the grand orbital strike. This is literally an orbital, or it's gonna be an orbital strike. As orbital strike as you can get in Vanilla Factorio. It's gonna be some fun inventory management stuff, I'm sure. To get these Gleban enemies obliterated. But we are ready. Hopefully that is gonna be enough, those 10,000 shells. If it's not enough, that could be another point of failure. I have no idea how many we'll need. But I would think 10,000 is way too many. But I wanted to be sure I had enough. Right, so the orbital strike is gonna be Sunday. From about 1 or 2 o'clock Central European time. And we're gonna have a long stream. I'm gonna make sure I have power. I'm gonna make sure I have unlimited data at a time, so we can just go and try to assert dominance on Gleba as well with our bringer of independence. Yeah, I'm going to find somebody to raid on, because Anti raided me with more viewers than I draw by myself usually, so we should pass it forward. Anti, you still have any ideas of somebody else to raid? Let me check who's online as well. See if there's somebody who raided me in the past. We can decide together, since it's our shared viewers, probably. It looks like a lot of you stuck around, so thanks for that. Alright. Yeah, thanks again for the raid. It was a good moment to drop in. So if you're all free on Sunday, Sunday is going to be one of the pivotal points of the entire series. The only remaining point of failure if I'm not extremely stupid on Aquilo and get stranded there. But this could be, we could think we are alright, and then it could go wrong like 100 hours later or something. And that is not something you reload from an autosave, unlike getting stranded on Aquilo. Steel X crew? Ah, wait. I was thinking for the raid. I don't see anybody who I have an association with at the moment. So if any of you have a favorite small streamer who doesn't mind having 200 people of combined anti-elites and mine viewership dropped on top of them, would be fun. If not, I'll just pick someone with a good username. We've got the Coffee Pixels, who's doing quality and new edge shipbuilding. He does appear to be on Vulcanus. Alright, if I don't get good suggestions, we'll go with the Coffee Pixels. I have no idea who it is, or if it's a fun stream, or even if the person is talking. There is a small face cam online there. Nilo's is streaming Hollow Knight. I'm gonna stick with Factorio. Alright, we're gonna go to Coffee Pixels then. Let's drop in and 1000 times his viewer count. Not quite, but you get the idea. That's thematic. Slash raid. Right. For the rest of you, especially on the YouTube side, you're not gonna be transferred over to a new stream. So thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time. It was a fun stream. Next Sunday is going to be even more fun. I cannot wait to try out the strategy. I hope I don't mess it up. We only get one chance. I think evolution is going to skyrocket pretty quickly once we start bombarding. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So thanks everybody for watching. That's all I've got today. I'll see you all this Sunday.